that is the continuation about pointers. So the last time you have talked about basics about pointers. So I have already created a exercise that is one of the most important exercise about C programming. So you have to check it. You can read here, and you can go to check in the GitHub. Okay, I've already pushed it. So let's continue. I want to create another file, pointer array. Okay, we talk about pointer as array. So we have you have to understand that an array is a pointer. Firstly, and then we will talk about pointer as array in one dimension and pointer as array in multi it's better to write one dimensional array. Multi-dimensional array. So to start, last time we have said about the declaration of a pointer is like that. Here's the declaration, and you have to initialize with the value new, to avoid random to use random values. The first thing you have to understand, we have some arithmetic we can do it. I can leave comments. You can just have something like a variable, for example, e equal 10. Or I prefer to use a variable number a equal 33, something like that, and my pointer point directly to the address of this variable. Let's create an array. It's better. Array. This is my array A. I have something like 33, 12, 24, 36. So I point to the array. I forgot the symbol to say it is array. The R point is I point to this array. So here I don't precise the address operator because the array itself is already a pointer. So that's the reason I will explain in this video later. So for example, I can do something like p. If I do p plus 1. Okay, so now I point to the next value. Okay, because here I point to the first value. Okay, I point to the first, and then if I can do plus 1 to point to the next value. So if I print the value of p, okay, I point okay, I print, okay, the value is 12, like my AI say directly here. Okay, and I can do it and more value. Okay, different value. So you can do addition, you can do subtraction, subtraction, and you can do subtraction between two pointers. So if I have another array, for example, okay, I have another array with something like, yes, like, and I have another pointer. I can do p equal, for example, p minus or plus. Okay, I take minus. Okay, so I take the current value of p. So the current value is the value of the array of this, and minus q. I subtract with the address of array b. Okay, you can do some operation like that with a pointer, but don't forget that those operation is about address. Okay, because pointer just stock address. So let's go deeply with the explanation. An array is a pointer. Okay, I can print the content of the array, okay, by write directly just the name array a, like that. Okay, I don't precise the index. Okay, I just write array like that. Okay, you will see an address. Example pointer array, yes, I call it just p underscore a. Okay, and then I can execute. Okay, you see you have a big number like that. Is the address. Okay, it is the address of this array. So the array itself is a pointer for the first value. Okay, for itself. So if I okay, let me open I can open. I've saved the last graph. Yes. Shit. Okay, takes too long time. I just want to show you how it's work really. It's good. Okay, no problem. I have something like, we have this. I create my memory. Yes, unlock it. And my 8 bits. Okay, that's my memory. And we have many memory. Mm, three, 4, and then I have many memory, and then the last, okay, the last here. So the pointer, we can imagine my array is here, okay, and we suppose an array is just one octet. So I have I have my array. I have my array here. That is my array, okay. We suppose that is the first. Okay, let's create an array of character to make it correct. So array of character, and inside you have a, we have point, we have a single quote, and we have a slash. Okay, we have 4 different characters: a, point, backslash, a single quote, okay, single quote, and slash. Okay, we have talked about escape character. Okay, I use the backslash first to make it possible to have this single quote inside, and same thing for this. So we have 4 different characters, and the pointer is it points to a character, okay, to a character memory, because my array is same character. So a character just take one octet like that, exactly one. So we have the array there, okay. That's my array of character, okay. And here okay, and the first octet is a pointer of the same array, okay. So it is something like okay, it is something like, okay, let me group this. I want to, okay, yes, it's something like it points to the same, okay. That is the first is a pointer, okay. Array pointer, okay. It points itself, okay. So the first element of the array points on the first element of the array. So that is why I can print this value, okay. This value, the array itself is an address, okay, as an address. So we have an address, for example, I think it's 0x, okay, something like that, okay. It is the address of the first element, okay. And this address is a pointer, but it points to the same address, okay. So if I execute, okay, I have already executed, that is the address. So if I try to print the address of this pointer, okay, it is the same thing. why is negative? Okay, let me print the twice. Okay, the array itself and the address of the array. Okay, you see it is the same value. You have the same value. That is why I say the first element points to the first. And why I say the first element, because the first element has the same address too. Okay, so to precise the first element, we put 0. What? Put 0 like that. Okay, the first element of my array, and here is the address of my array. Okay, the address, and here is just the name of my array, but it represents the same thing than the address of the array. So those three things are same thing. Okay, has the same value. Okay, I need not the first value, because this is just the first value. Okay, the first value here is 97. Okay, the letter A is A in lowercase 97. That's why we have it. So I have to precise. I want the address, not the value. Okay, those three things is same thing. So the first value of the array is the same thing like the name of the array. Okay, and it's the same thing like the address of this array. Okay, it's important to understand it because array works with pointer. Okay, in fact the array is a pointer. Okay, and then I can use my pointer to navigate, okay, through this array. So for example, navigate with pointer syntax. Okay, with pointer syntax we can do something like if I consider my array like a pointer, okay, I have to precise it is a pointer. Okay, I need the value inside my array. Okay, the array is a pointer, so I precise with the I have talked about it in direction operator. Okay, to say I need the value inside this pointer, okay, inside my array, and I precise okay, I don't have to precise because when I highlight that it is the first value. Okay, so if I print 8, okay, that's my value here, 97. Okay, and then I can do, if I need the next value, I just use +1. Okay, I said before we can do operation with the pointer. Okay, so if I do +1, I have to put parentheses like that. Okay, because this operator okay, let me +1 wait. Okay, 46. Okay, let me print it in character format. Okay, not in decimal format. Okay, that's my point. Okay, the second value. So to use this operator, okay, in direction operator, you have to pay attention to put parentheses before to increment your pointer. Okay, don't forget the array. Okay, this name array is a pointer. Okay, it points to the first value, and if you want the next value, you just do +1. Okay, so this is the address of the first value of my array, and I do +1, okay, to get the address of the next address. Okay, because with my graph my point is here. Okay, the next address, that is my first value A, okay, in lowercase, and the next is a point. So So this, okay, this represent the first address and +1 to take the next address. Okay. So you can do it with the next values of my array. Okay, there is a problem. Okay, you can do the same thing like that. Okay, my 97 point single quote, okay, and my backslash. So you can move to so you can change the value, okay, through the pointer. So let me do the same thing before to continue the same thing with my pointer, this pointer, the pointer that I have declared myself, okay, because this pointer is a default pointer. When you create your array, it is a default pointer, but I want to use now my own pointer. So navigate with my own pointer. So I can just, okay, let me just paste the same thing. 1 2 3 4. So now I use my own pointer, okay. I have copied it, okay, wait. Okay, so with my own pointer I just replace array A by my pointer, okay, just like that. Everywhere I replace just, okay, it is the same thing. So there are some cases it is more interesting to use your own pointer, okay. We will see why later. So I replace just by my own pointer P, and just the first value, there is nothing, okay. So when you have just the pointer, your name, the name of your pointer, you can skip the parentheses, okay. But when you want to access to some next values, okay, you have to, okay, wait, what I'm doing, you have to stay with parentheses to access the next values. So it is the same thing. Try execute. Okay, it is the same. Okay, here there is a difference because here I print in decimal, okay, %d. The format is %d, and here I have used %c. So here is in my character in decimal, okay. So we can do a small thing, okay. I can do a small shift, okay, with my pointer. So I do p plus equal 1, so I do a small shift, and then if I print the value, okay, I want the value inside p now, because here the value here is a, okay, the first value of my pointer. Where is my pointer point? It point to the first value of this array, okay, it point here. So now I have shift to the next, so the next value of my pointer now is start here, okay. It's supposed to start at the point. So if I print, okay, you see 46, okay, let me in character, okay, you see it is a point, okay. So you will see more about it later. I want just to show you generally how to manage pointer with array. So you can move to the okay, here is about one-dimensional array. You can move with multi-dimensional array. When you have, I create another array, car, okay, have array B with two-dimensional like that. So I have something like, okay, the same thing, and for example, we have B and B aerobus hashtag and parenthesis, okay, open parenthesis, okay, I think it's because of let me do incomplete type. It's not allowed. You're waiting for, okay, let me group 8 okay, I use, okay, the problem is about the notation of those characters. I use the notation of string. Yes, you can use it, I think. Okay, let's try with it. So back. Okay. I have to put the single quote, not the double, because the double is for string. We will see string in the next video. It's supposed to be correct. I don't know. Okay, let me try something. Okay, let me create it here. Okay, so okay, I think it's because you have to precise the size of the array. Yes, I think, but normally it's supposed to work. Okay, let's go just like that. We will correct it later. Okay, so let's put I have two. Okay, just 2 times 3 like that. So 2 row and 3 column. Okay, let's go like that. Okay, that's my array. Okay, and if you want to, for example, use my array, okay, this array as pointer, okay, like here, if I want to print, for example, aerobus, okay, the second value of the second table, okay, so the second row and second column, I do something like snc, okay, character, okay, \n, and I need the value of p second row. Okay, we use double star. Okay, double star. Okay, let's print the first value. Okay, before to go to the complication. Okay, the first value is a. Let me do a simple. Okay, there is another function. It will print just a message. So put, and you can print your message. Test one. Okay. /n. Okay. Put is like printf, but it's just to print a simple message. You cannot format and use a variable inside the function. Okay. Anyway, you have to use it. Here is 3, and here. Okay, I think this for shift test 3, and here. Multi national array. So okay, I print the message before here. Test 4. Okay, just to arrange it. So that's my test 4. I have my first value. So the first star here is to precise about the row you want to take. Okay, so when I just use star and the name of my array is to take the first. Okay, it's about the first. Like here I use the star and array, okay, to take the first value. Okay, so now I have my first table, my first row. So to take the first value of my first row, I use another point. Okay, so for example, I can do, I can do if I want the second value, okay, of this first array, I just use okay, the parenthesis. I put the parenthesis here, and I do +1 like that to take the second value of my of the second row. Yes, of the second row. Okay, so this is about the row, and the most left star is about a column. So if I need to go to column 2 now, here. Okay, so okay, let's go back. I have to do, now I do +1. okay, so I have this, okay, the single quote. So it means that, okay, take me the value inside the first. Okay, let me write it well. Okay, it means in reality we have something like value of my array. Okay, my array +1, and I need the value +0. Okay, I omit to explain you something. Here, for example, here I can do I can do plus 0. Okay, plus 0 is the same thing like doing array A is the name of my array, and the index 0. Okay, this notation with the square braces is the same thing like this notation. Okay, that's why you have 0. So that's why you have to do plus 1 to take the next value, and here the next index 1. Okay, it's the same thing. So we take the same methodology to do it with a multi-dimensional array. Okay, so it's better to stay with plus 0 here. Okay, it's better for understand well. Okay, let me put in comment array index array. My array, the exact name of my array is array A. So array A index 0, so the first value. Okay, but you can omit plus 0, but I leave like that too for explanation. And here I use the same methodology. So the row of my table is the highest value. That is why I have this first is about row. Okay, the highest value means the first value is a table and my second table. Okay, so I need the table of rank 0. Okay, so I take array rank 0. Okay, let's go with the first value. Okay, array 0 plus array 0, so the first value. Okay, first value the index 0. Okay, here, and the row, the table concerned is the table rank 0. Okay, it's a bit complicated for a beginner, but with practice you can understand it. So for the next value, for example, I take this 0 is about the row. Okay, row 1, and I need the second value in this row 1. Okay, so if I what I have the same thing. Here is plus 0. Okay, plus 0. So we have my A, my first value, and my single quotes is my second value. Okay, and you do the same thing, the same methodology for dimension 3. You can have dimension 3, dimension 4. If you have, for example, dimension 3, it will be something like you have the array plus 0 plus 0, it's about the value let's do with a real example. I want to show you with the real example. I have a table like 12, 24, 26, 9, 2, 3, 6, 7. Okay, let's arrange it. Okay, 5, 6, 7. So let's make space. The comment in the comment is difficult to write this, okay, and okay, you can do okay, the new line dimension 3, okay, we have something like that. So we have 3 row, and 4 column. It's not a good example. We cannot represent a dimension 3 like that. Okay, I can have something like okay, I have my table, so inside I have inside I have 2 table, and inside I have 2 table again, okay, and okay, inside here I have 2 table, oh shit, my AI. So I have something like 1 table with 1 table. So I have a table of table, okay. Here I have another table with 2 table, okay, and then I can remove it. Okay, I have something like that. Let's remove it, and I close here. So we have here 3 table, and inside each table you have 2 table, and inside each table you have 2 table again. That is dimension 3, okay, because we have 3 level of table. We have this level of table, okay, and the second level is this, and the last level, okay, the lowest is this, and inside you can have different value, okay. We will do a clear example about that, but it's not the objective of this video, okay. It's not the objective, but I show you. If for example I want to access a value inside here, okay, so I have to do something like I do my array, okay, my array pointer like that, my array pointer, okay, there are 3 level, okay, pointer of pointer, my array, okay, my value, the value, for example, if the value inside this is the third value, okay, so I do +2, okay, and then which table is it? It is the second table inside the second table, so it is this second table, and inside this table it is the second, so it is +1. So in this rank, in this table, his rank is 1, okay, so that is this one, and then I need a parenthesis here, it's very complicated when you have a dimension more than 2. Okay, it's very difficult even for me. So it's normal if you don't understand now. And the table concerning is the table index 1. Okay, this table. So the order is, what is the order? I need a value. Okay, I need the I need the value, the third value. Okay, the value rank 2. Okay, it is inside this small table. I forgot one. Okay, I forgot what. In reality, we have the table concerning is 0, because it is this table, and this table is inside this table. Okay, so this table is rank 1, so we have rank 1, and this table of rank 1 is inside another big table, okay, of rank 1 again. So I have one, and I have another another rank plus 1 again. So it's very difficult. I agree, it's very, very difficult. So the most important thing, it's about dimension, 2 dimension. Okay, 2-dimensional array. And for 3, you can do it with AI. Generally, it's better to do it with AI, or you will see a mathematical function to manage it well. Okay, by yourself like that, it can be very, very difficult. So the main thing you have to understand is array in reality is a pointer. The array itself, it is a pointer of the first value. Okay, and it is the same address of the address of this value, the first value. Okay, it is the same address, and the address of this pointer has the same address. So those 3 things save the same address. Okay, according for my graph, if you understand this graph, you understand what I try to say. Okay, and navigate with pointer syntax, you have to understand it well, how to navigate. Okay, for 1-dimensional arrays is easy to understand, and navigate with your own pointer. You can declare a pointer to point to this array and use it. Okay, so this pointer permit you to do something like this operation. Okay, with the pointer of the array itself, you cannot do it. Okay, you cannot do array a plus equal 1 like that. Okay, you cannot do it with array. So this pointer allow you to do this such case of operation. Okay, so it's interesting to understand it. And multi-dimensional array, okay, you can limit you for 2-dimensional array. Okay, if you understand it, it's okay. Okay, for now, about the 3-dimensional and more, it's really complicated, but there are some techniques. Okay, there are some skill we don't have yet to manage it well. Okay, so that's all, and I think I have tried to explain of my best. So see you for the next video about string. Okay, the relation between string and pointer, and take care of you, Nakama.
Portrait comme au Beaux-Arts, loyal, poli, droit et sincère. Je respecte le code du Bushido. Mais si on met les armes à terre, c'est pour te faire une prise d'aïkido. Et la concurrence au cimetière, ne pensez pas mourir aussitôt. Mon katana taille leurs artères et broie leurs organes génitaux. Quand j'étais gauche, j'en ai pris des coups, j'en ai dans le ventre comme un seppuku.